So this is my very sad quarantine tank. I lost a lot of the fish in quarantine from here, apart from these two little mollies, a couple of babies born to my female guppies that were in here. They were very old. I looked at I think two female guppies that I had in here, and they had no velvet on them. So I think they died just having babies or the old age. I can't really put that down to velvet. The other female in here, she had a fungus in my big tank. Sometimes I find that the old females get a bit fungusy. I usually remove them from the tank the minute I see them, and I put them in the tank on their own, and most of the time it recovers on its own. They're probably being bullied, or when they have babies, one of the bigger fish go after them. They usually recover on their own, and it's never spread to any other fish. So I used CopperSafe in here. I put it in a week ago, not in time to save my other fish, but the little molly there, you can see at the back pecking away at the plastic plants. He was nearly belly up. He was covered in fin rot after having velvet, but as you can see, she is swimming around quite fine now. The little white one that's there never had anything. No matter what, it seemed fine. There's still some little baby guppies swimming about in here. I didn't have that many anyway. I think I lost one baby guppy to velvet. I think all the rest were fine. So with the CopperSafe, I have to leave, if possible, it in the tank for 30 days without doing a water change, which I think would be okay in this tank. I've got one guppy, two mollies and a few babies. The horrible cloudy water went quite quickly. This was horribly cloudy. Now I think again I had another load of unfortunate events. This was quite a new setup tank, even though all of the filters were from other tanks and fully cycled. I don't believe the tank was fully cycled. I think that didn't help with any illness I had. So don't rely on a filter fully cycling your tank for at least a couple of weeks. I wasn't really going to buy any fish to put in here, but my husband fell in love with the fish I got, so you know, I thought I'd try it, but I'm not really going to do that again. I'm going to stick with my gut instinct and to leave a tank for at least a month before I put anything extra, even if I think it's cycled. I believe that the rainbow fish came in with velvet. I had treated with general cure. I treated with an ick medicine. As soon as I saw the spots on them, I treated with another ick medicine. None of that worked because it wasn't ick. It wasn't until the second infestation where the velvet must have come off and then reinfected them did I actually see it. So far the CopperSafe doesn't seem to have affected the plants that much. They're not growing because I'm not putting fertilizer in here, and I've put plastic plants in here to give the babies somewhere to hide. So I'm going to try to not do a water change in here for at least 3 weeks. I'm going to do a water change, and then I will add half the medication again before I put any new fish in here, and leave it another week. I'm only putting a couple of skirted tetras in here to keep the population of baby guppies down. I find they're really good at that. But I want the baby guppies that are in here anyway to get too big for them. So it does seem to work. The mollies are fine. The little one recovered. I really thought I was going to lose him. He was in quite a sorry state. All of his tail was white and rotted. I have been using Malefix as well, just a small dose. As you say, this little female here, she was put in after my other fish died, because I had nowhere else to put her, and the little bit of fungus she had, which looked like from a wound, is all gone. So she's quite happy in here, so she won't move. None of these fish will move. I'm not putting any of these fish into one of my big tanks for months and months. They're just going to stay in here. I quite like it actually. I put it on a little stand in my dining room and put potted plant above it, and I really quite like it, so I might not take this tank down. I don't know. I've got 2 other tanks full of baby guppies, so I'm going to have to find room for them or take them to the pet shop. So that's my story about having velvet, what the tank looks like now. It's quite clear actually. The light on this is very bad. It's only 2 little LEDs, so plants don't grow in these tanks very well anyway, but I do know that copper kills them, but it doesn't seem to have. But I'm quite happy with the plastic plants in here, and the fish seem to like it too, so I'm not going to worry about it.